Hi, I'm Lynn, and in today's fast paced, noisy world, mastering your mind is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity because the thoughts you feed yourself daily shape everything from your mood and motivation to your result.
And I'm Paul. Just like your body needs nourishing food, your mind needs a healthy, intentional stream of thoughts. What we're talking about today is called a mental diet, and it's one of the most overlooked yet powerful tools for creating lasting change.
We're going to break down exactly what a mental diet is, why it matters, how to start it, and how to stay consistent with it. So you can think with clarity, live with confidence, and consciously create the life you want. So let's dive in.
A mental diet is the conscious practice of choosing thoughts that support your goals, and then gently redirecting the ones that don't. It's not pretending everything's fine. It's taking responsibility for the inner narrative that's shaping your outer world. Think of your mind as a garden. Every thought is a seed. What you focus on, you water. Doubt, fear, self-criticism, if left unchecked, they grow. But when you intentionally plant thoughts of confidence, gratitude, or clarity, you begin cultivating a life that reflects these same qualities. The truth is, we're constantly being influenced by the media, by stress, by past conditioning. A mental diet is your way of reclaiming that influence. Not by controlling all your thoughts, but by becoming aware and shifting them in a direction that aligns with your desired life.
Your thoughts lead to beliefs, and your beliefs lead to action or inaction. But if you're constantly thinking, I'm not good enough, I'll never figure this out, or this always happens to me, those thoughts eventually become self-fulfilling. On the other hand, when you begin choosing thoughts like, I'm learning and growing, or I trust myself to figure this out, you start building beliefs that support you. And those beliefs begin creating a life that reflect them. A mental diet isn't just about being positive, it's about being intentional. When you consistently redirect your thoughts to support your goals, you strengthen the emotional and energetic foundation you're manifesting from. And the more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. And over time, your inner voice shifts from self-doubt to self-leadership.
If you're wondering how to start, here's a simple 7-day challenge that you can begin today. Day 1, just start by tracking your thoughts. Notice any recurring patterns where your mind goes when you're stressed or distracted. On day 2, begin replacing negative self-talk with something empowering. So if you catch yourself thinking, I'm not ready, try, I'm learning and progress counts. Day 3, surround yourself with positivity. Listen to a podcast, read an uplifting book, or have a real conversation that lifts your energy. Day 4, cut down on the noise. Turn off the news for a while. Step away from the gossip. Notice how your energy shifts when you protect your mental space. Day 5, write down 5 things you're grateful for. Gratitude reframes everything. It shifts your frequency instantly. Day 6, visualize success in one area of your life. Feel it. Picture yourself already there. Day 7, reflect what shifted in your mindset this week. How do you feel different? It's a simple process, but done consistently, it creates real momentum. For those that accept the challenge, I put a link to a copy of the 7-day challenge in the comments below.
Once you've experienced that shift, the next step is maintaining it. Start by getting clear on your goals. What do you want in your health, in your relationships, your work, your personal growth? When your goals are clear, it becomes easier to align your thoughts. Ask yourself, what would someone who already has achieved this you're thinking right now. That's your target mental frequency. And from there, make it a habit to pause throughout the day and check in. What am I thinking? Is it aligned or is it off track? And when it's off track, that's okay. The power lies in redirecting. Not with guilt or frustration, they don't serve anybody, but with calm awareness. Reframe the thought into positive one.
Also, curate your environment. Your mind is influenced by what surrounds it. Be selective with the media you consume, the conversations you participate in, and the people you spend time with. And don't underestimate the power of gratitude and visualization. Gratitude trains your brain to see abundance. Visualization helps lock in the emotional energy of your goals. Together, they create a powerful feedback loop that supports your mental diet. And finally, be patient. This isn't about perfection. It's about showing up for your mind the same way that you would show up for your body, consistently, compassionately, and with the long game in mind.
As you're building a stronger mental diet, you will also want to be aware of what to cut back on, what I like to call a mental detox. Avoid overconsumption of negative news. You don't need to carry the weight of the world to be informed. Protect your energy. Pay attention to self-sabotaging thoughts like, I always mess this up, or this never worked out for me. Challenge those stories. They're not facts, they're just habits of thought.
Watch out for comparison culture too, especially on social media. If you notice scrolling makes you feel smaller, take a break and be mindful of who you spend time with. If the people around you are always complaining or doubting your dreams, it's okay to create space for your own peace. A strong mental diet is not toxic positivity. It's about creating a space where possibility, growth, and self-respect can take root. Let's zoom out for a moment. Energetically, your thoughts carry a frequency. The more you think a thought, the more you amplify that energy in your field. So when you consistently think thoughts aligned with love, confidence, or abundance, you're broadcasting that vibration. And over time, life begins to reflect it back to you in tangible ways.
This is why mastering your mental diet is less about logic and more about alignment. It's choosing to think from the version of you who already knows they're on their way, even before the evidence shows up in this 3D world. Your mental patterns are your energetic patterns. Shift one and the other follows. Your mental diet is one of the most powerful forms of self-leadership. It's how you train your mind to support your goals rather than sabotage them. And like any good habit, it builds over time.
Start small, stay consistent, and be compassionate with yourself. Every time you catch a thought and choose something more empowering, you're rewiring your mind and rewiring your life.
So drop us a comment and tell us what's one thought you're ready to replace this week. And if you found this helpful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who's ready to reclaim their mindset and their power.
Remember, your mind is the first place your future takes root. Feed it wisely. You deserve a life that reflects your best thoughts.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, think differently, dream boldly, and create consciously.